Hello, welcome to Team Fortress TV 2. We are here to watch Übersexuals, sounds like a good start, versus CPLAY in the first week of ETF2L Season 20 Premiership. I am joined by Sim on the camera and Ryushi on the mic. And I'm not sure if it'll be an interesting game, but maybe not in terms of scoreline. It's going to be Badlands and Process to begin with. The roster should be on your screen right now. As you can see, if you haven't figured out already, the main headline is obviously the return of Numlocks. War getting bored of Demo Man, not liking it after the nerf. So they brought in the one, the only Sebastian Barton to come back to Demo Man. So it'll be interesting to see how he copes in his first official game back. Ryushi, how are you feeling about that? The return of the Numlocks?
Well, I mean, I-49, it was amazing. I was there seeing that Epsilon team stomp to victory over so many things, and Numlock being a part of that. It's fantastic to see him back. Will he be as good as he was then? I mean, probably not. but by the end of the season, things could be different, definitely.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
I mean, at least they've got an easy fixture for week one, CPLAY. I think they came through the qualifiers, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
They officially placed second in Division 1, not last season, the season before. But all these players have played together quite a lot. All German, I believe. I mean, not bad.
Profix is Austrian, I think.
Close enough.
Swiss, something like that. Some middle European country, I don't know.
But yeah, so, I mean, obviously it's their first game in Prem, so it'll be interesting to see them play. Obviously, they are in for a stern test of both DM, teamwork. Any holes will be completely exploited by the likes of Kyler and Mike. So, while it would be, I think, a huge shock result for them to get any points, it's certainly...
That's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. I think they can get maybe 1-2 points per map, but I would say a definite shock if they won. That would be a ridiculous shock. Are we? Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah,
okay.
Nice and quick.
Well,
unlike finding a server, they were not so quick at. That's why we had the delays. But here we go on Badlands first middle. You'll see Übersexuals on blue and CPLAY on red. Not going balcony defensively. Mike's going to get an early jump up. He is completely denied, shut down and taken out by Profix. Good early start from the CPLAY, and they're boxing back the Übersexuals team right in this corner. They picked up a pocket soldier, knocks as well, and Übersexuals just have to cower out of there. They are all pretty weak for CPLAY, guys. Nice damage, sort of falling back there. Numlock's even able to get a pick on his Demo Man counterpart, Blub. Not much of a chance to talk about the players, especially on the CPLAY side, but we'll get a perfect opportunity to see how they compete as we go into this Spire defense.
Yeah, the soldiers from CPLAY looking to try and get aggressive, but they do sort of get forced back by the spam and are going to be able to hold on mid. And now Übersexuals looking to get aggressive through choke. Numlock leading the charge here, taking a ton of spam damage, but with that Medigun of Miralin just fixed solely to his back, it doesn't really matter. And they're just sort of going to back off. Both teams not really looking to play around choke too much. Mike does get picked off on the flank by DOB, so maybe a bit of flank play coming in from CPLAY if they're looking to get aggressive. But it doesn't really look like it's happening. But I just want to talk about that mid. It was pretty perfect from CPLAY, actually, except from the end when Numlock somehow managed to kill Blub on the point. But, I mean, it was pretty good. They are going to get aggressive now through choke. There is going to be almost force, but not quite. Here's the medic for Cuba, almost keeping his Uber on. And now both Ubers do pop off. Feeling is going to get picked off. They are going to have to retreat back through the choke, being chased out by Nox. He wants to get aggressive into this combo. Cube goes so high, doesn't manage to surf, but doesn't need to. And now the players from CPLAY are getting cleaned up. 3 alive on this mid. Mike does go deep, but doesn't manage to do anything. And now Samzi and Kyler do start to clean up as well. So Feeling of Blood, the only ones left alive. Feeling just respawned. A good push there from Übersexuals.
Yeah, they really capitalise on CPLAY. Like the Demo Man and the Scout got quite far ahead of Cuba, so by the time the Uber was popped on them, Feeling was low, he gets dropped, he keeps the other two people alive, but they're so low. Numlock knows the damage that has to be done as well and just keeps muscling his way through. And just, yeah, with a combination of him and Sam and a bomb from Mike, they just really punish them, and they're going to set themselves with a huge Uber advantage right now onto this Spire push. CPLAY are ready, they're getting on balcony, they're getting the high ground, they're going to set up a sort of defense. I imagine they will definitely want to force at the very least. As the resupply push comes in, they completely overwhelm DOB, caught out of position, down he goes, and they're going to continue through reset. Taking their time, keeping Merlin safe. Nox is going to jump on balcony and force him. Mike gets another pick right there, and that's going to force CPLAY all the way back to last, but they're getting up to 90%. They should have it in time. Numlock's going to come straight from main. He's trying to do damage, but they do have a counter of Broth. Numlock is going to be kept healthy by some flashes from Merlin, but it looks like Feeling wants to try and do some damage and will actually pick Merlin now. Now he should be able to push forward a bit more steadily, but Feeling is trapped off main. He's got the shotgun out, they're taking their time. Numlock will eventually help Samsy take him down. Now Numlock's going to get rushed, but 2 pipes takes down Profix, and CPLAY are maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves there, pushing out one by one. They're trading bodies all over the shop, and that is not going to go in their favour. Numlock still doing major damage by main.
Samsy running in from the side, does manage to get onto the points, not just making it in time. That was so quick. Numlock just getting so many pipe kills. I'm sorry to interrupt there.
He gets Cuber as well.
I was watching Samsy. Yeah, that was so close from Samsy there, but some really quick reactions from Feeling. Mike trying to get in. Yeah. Feeling gets double kill, and Mike does manage to get the final cap. Kind of strange from Übersexuals. They stayed in, really sort of spread about on that last point there, but it just managed to get point at the last minute, I think.
Yeah,
coming into the second middle, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, real tough for CPLAY right now. Every mistake they're getting is getting exploited completely right now. They had a good middle last time. It looks like Kyler's pushing Blood back quite a bit now. More defensive middle from CPLAY. And Nox is just trying to start moving across the point, but here comes the bomb. That's Soldiers getting focused down pretty hard. Blub's been able to come across the point because of it, but he's not got the heals, he's not got his team with him. Separation right there. Kratos is going to pick up one. He's going to get taken down by Mike though, and the CPLAY combo just took too much damage and held really defensively and really just baited out the rest of their team. And now Mike's gone really aggressive to try and pick this scout off. But the distraction from Feeling from main should keep him alive. We're actually going to Uber out. We're going to try and force down Mike. Mirren does not have the Uber yet, but they can't actually finish Mike. They eventually finish Mike thanks to Profix, but they wasting that entire Uber for that one pick, and Mirren's going to have Uber very soon.
And Merlin was just so confident there. He stayed in on second the entire time while Feeling was just missing so many shotgun shots on Mike. And now they've got this Uber, it's going to be so tough for CPLAY. I think they give this point up, to be honest, and just try and hold back. A nice sticky trap.
Soldier behind.
Number back. Oh, no, the OB is not going to be able to do it. But they actually start coming out of Shutter right now. And they do force off the Uber. Is that a pause, or am I disconnecting?
It's a pause, yeah, it's a pause.
Okay, wonderful.
Looks like Merlin really didn't want to drop Numlock right there. Pops to save him, and if you look at the positioning of the entire combo right now, from CPLAY, they are about to get absolutely smashed if Numlock hit his pipe. Like, they're all grouped up in a narrow corridor, and it can be absolutely devastating.
Yeah, Cuba's really far out as well. He's right in front of the door. There's one stick up on the door. Is that going to be enough to blast Numlock back again? They managed it before. If he can get a second one out, I think Blood might be able to time it so that it blasts Numlock away. It's not going to do any damage because obviously he's Ubered, but it might save his team.
I don't know if they saw, the only thing that might, if they saw Merlin pop on Numlocked, you know, because if the shutter went down before they saw the Uber flash, because whether they're expecting the Uber or not, might depend on how much they pre-fire it. Well, a bit of downtime though. I want to mention the ETF2L fundraiser that's still going on for prize money. I will drop the link in chat swiftly, which of course means about 30 seconds ago.
They definitely know, because I've just checked Profix's point of view, and he can see in the bottom left-hand corner. Yeah, cool. So they definitely know that there's an Uber popped off.
When I say that I was going to post it, I obviously mean, Sim, can you please post it for me, because I'm not logged into Twitch right now.
Oh, pause is going to be unpaused, and they are actually going to be able to get out, I think. Numlock running forward, but isn't really going to be hitting anything, and does in fact get destroyed by CPLAY, so bit risky from them, and to just rock in like that. And now with 4 players caught out on Grey Bridge, CPLAY could push forward with this. Yeah, maybe not. Cuba goes down to a flank from Kyler for fun.
I don't know if they're brave, they're still going to go for this. Like, it's maybe with the numbers it's the right time. But I don't think they are going to be so brave. They are still trying to hold forward though without the heals. Good decision really buying themselves some time. Cuba should be able to meet up with them pretty soon. They are taking damage now, they're going to go force back. They can't maintain this forward hold without the heals. But they have bought themselves a little bit of time. They should be able to get some off classes up on last, and that should help stem the second round from going in Übersexuals' favour, but it looks like they're just on cookie cutter right now. Wait, here's an engineer. You built a teleporter. Profix with possibly some really mediocre engineering right now. Now he's found the sentry, but they've already Ubered in through main. The Uber's coming out, they're going to focus down this soldier. They're trying to find some more frags, they don't get a whole lot right there from Nox. And they might be able to hold on to this as long as they can secure top left. Couple of weak scouts fail, and Numlock's going to keep pushing, trying to keep them on the back foot. But they seem to have stabilised right now.
Yeah, and bought them quite a bit of time as well, actually. Now they've got a 50% Uber advantage. There's no engineer up for them, but they don't need it at this point. And, okay, there was the pause, so it wasn't at the end of the round like I suspected earlier, but, you know, Übersexuals are holding back. Nox and Marilyn and Numlock are really far back, and that's going to allow CPLAY to come forward. Maybe, okay, maybe not. It's good quality spam from Mike and a flank from Caliph or Fun, but now they've got the numbers advantage and the Uber advantage. This could be so good for CPLAY if they can push themselves forward, especially if they can get in without actually using. There they go. They are going to use on the Grey Bridge, and now look to push forward, just trying to find Marilyn, trying to find anyone, but they've wasted so much in Uber getting to the choke. It's not going to be enough, and now Marilyn's got himself a 100% Uber advantage, and they're going to be looking to push in. I don't know where from. It's maybe going to be from
resupply.
the... Yeah.
All the way around resupply. CPLAY have positioned them pretty well. As long as they don't get caught out in that trash area, they should be alright. Lots of spam going down. Nice high ground. Making it difficult to get in, but they're being patient. Now Mike and Nox are going to jump. They're not going to be forced back, though. Nice rockets onto Nox to take him down by feeling, but meanwhile they've lost 2 other players, and they are going to have to back it off because of that. And it looks like Nox wants to try and take this Uber pretty deep, pretty quickly with Merlin down main. I presume he's going to try and just frag wherever he can. He's looking for the demo right now. Blub's dancing away though. Nox perhaps wasted this Uber. Blub survived. Gets knocked down main. Then there's a scout on Cuba as well through all this chaos. He will pick him up. Samsy will finish that frag. But there's only 3 people left alive. Now there's a scout pressure and Numlock down main, forcing him out. He will get out to the health pack. But maybe they can get some aggression going in CPLAY right now, as they only have to face up against 4 players. Numlock's going to jump all the way back. But I imagine now they've got a full respawn wave and they want to hold on to Spire.
2 scouts from CPLAY, both sort of sitting up, actually looking to go back. Profix retreating back to last. CPLAY, they're not going to push out, at least not yet. They're looking for the forward hold, I think, here, which, I don't know, it's the safer decision, but maybe not one I would have chose if I was them. But then again, I'm not Prem, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But they're just going to go for the trap up on the roller door, which is going to get easily spotted out, and actually they're going to go straight for last. This is going to be a 6-man Uber, straight through main, onto last. Is there going to be anyone in time? Kratos tries to block the point, but it's not going to be enough. And Übersexuals with the complete outplay of the 6-man Uber onto last.
Yeah, they went straight through main.
Who expects that?
They forced them pretty early, but they let a soldier get through a lot quicker and there was no one ready to deal with him. They didn't have anyone locking down main afterwards to slow him down. Now we go into the neck middle. Again, slower from Mike this time, not going to get picked off early like on the first. Blub's trying to move forward faster though, and they've just pinned them back in-house, but there's 2 players underneath that could really punish them with a good... Here comes Nox, here comes Mike, and they do punish them completely right. Mike the only one to go down out of all of that. DOB tries to come in from behind, but no chance. Only Kratos left alive. He's stuck in Haps. Samsy's going to win the one-on-one with him, and Floodful. And I think Samsy might go for a hiding spot straight away into last. Just hiding on the stairs right now, trying to scout stuff for his team.
No, he's just facing the wrong way.
Is he timing out?
I don't know what he's doing. Running into walls.
Yeah, I think he kind of warped out of that, so I think he just had some internet problems right there and then. But they still have a full Uber regardless, and I imagine they want to take this straight in. We're going to see the defensive Pyro from Profix, but that's all they will run to try and counter this. And it looks like Merlin wants to take it top lobby. Hopefully they'll take more than Nox in this time, they can get a bit more damage done. But we'll see. It looks like they're all lining up buff. It's going to be Numlocked and a Nox Uber. They're going to try and come in. They will take down that Pyro. It's wasted about half the Uber though. They will take over top left as well, and his soldiers in a lot of trouble from the floor though. Pretty good shotgun from Feeling to keep himself alive though, and now both teams have Alchemy each. Numlocked is completely unaware Kratos is on him though, and will get taken down. The Scout's going to go down as well. Kratos with a 2-man. They're going to try and fall out, but they're getting sandwiched. Nox will kill one, but he's been pushed straight into the demo. 1 sticky, 2 kills for Blub, and they're able to push right out. There are 2 respawners who will maybe threaten a back cap. Kyler's going there already, but surely someone's going to cover top right. There's a soldier waiting. There's quite a few people threatening that back cap from there. But instead, actually, they're going to force Cuba. Cuba milks as long as he can, but Mike will get it. Profix will stop Mike causing any more problems behind. But it has cost them their Uber. But they might just want to go anyway, I might think.
Well, it's not going to be that much of an advantage for Marilyn. He spawned really long and didn't actually heal for a bit, so it's going to be about a 10% advantage for him. And CPLAY, they're going to be an aggressive bomb onto Numlock. Numlock just doesn't care, just keeps ignoring the soldier, spamming that choke, does go down in the end, and they lose 1 for 3. Übersexuals are going to... Yeah. Übersexuals losing 3 and having to retreat all the way back through their choke right there. CPLAY can keep going here. Get a free second, I think. Going to be a soldier bomb onto the point, trying to counterplay Blub, which he does for a little bit, but there's so many stickies on the point that he can't stay up there. Now this is down onto Cuba. Wow. He does actually get him. Kyler with the big plays, big flanks, getting Cuba there.
It was a small little mistake. They thought Cuba was completely safe, but they weren't completely in control of the flanks, and now it's going to lead out to a push out from Übersexual. They're going to try and hold forward, try and delay them. Should be able to give a fourth out here, soldier behind Merlin, but he's actually seen off by a scout. They're trying to stack for a back cap actually, but Mike's crushed both scouts going for that. And they're going to hold on to this Uber, cap CP2 for free. They should be able to push right on forwards. And Cuba needs to be careful he doesn't get caught too far forward. Now as there is a scout underneath, that's going to make it difficult for Cuba. Another soldier coming in, Cuba's in a lot of trouble, he will go down. CPLAY dilly-dallying on the way out right now and getting completely punished. Profic, TOB is going to trade for Mike, but it's not going to make much difference in the grand scheme of things. We do see a sniper from Kratos. Gets one shot at Merlin, but cannot connect it. Second one, he goes for it again, he peeks for door, takes down Merlin. And I don't think it's going to cause them to hold on to CP2 because of all the positioning. But they can certainly re-push this.
I don't know,
as soon as they have spawn.
There's only 2 up right now on the point, Samzy and Numlock.
Nice Blub.
And Samzy gets piped, so Numlock's the only one here, and he's slow to retreat. If they can chase him down, they are going to get him as well. So a huge win for CPLAY off the back of that clutch Kratos sniper drop onto Miralin. And I mean, they could keep pushing here. They have a bit of an advantage. They can maybe try and force Übersexuals back, although Übersexuals aren't the team that's going to be aren't the type of team to be scared by a measly 25% advantage.
Yeah, really nice play from Kratos. Who would have figured Kratos the game-changing sniper right there? They're going to wait for Reaper. It looks like they want to go house. It's going to be a tough push-out vein. There are stickies on it, and both these soldiers on the train in a great position to spare. They're going to put so much spam onto Blood, but they've actually got balcony. Soldier's going to get onto Merlin, juggles him up in the air. He's down to 10 HP, but there's no one to follow up. So lucky, a lucky escape from Merlin there. He did not hit the surf he wanted. Soldier's going to try and go again, but so much pressure on him from Kyler, protecting him. And now Merlin's nearly got the U. And they're just picking off and winning the DM fight across the board. I don't think they're even going to get the force out. Just Cuba going for slices. Samzy completely in control of that. And Merlin lucky to escape with his life. But they completely punish CPLAY for that one moment. And that one fortunate moment.
I mean, he was what, 10 HP, did you say? That was
9,
That's
yeah.
just some huge surfs from him to get away through that choke.
He messed up the surf, like, Feeling should have hit the air shot, really. Like, he went straight up in the air. He gets really lucky to get out of it. Another day and Feeling kills him. Most days, in fact. But yeah, we're back in the familiar position of Übersexuals with 100% charge on last. Attacking last, even.
Well, there's a sniper up from Profix and a pyro up from Kratos, so it's going to be tough. There is going to be an Uber up from the bottom right here to onto thing, but he's getting denied completely by the pyro. Now he goes down, but CPLAY have just lost so many players, and surely this is a point. Blub's the only one left alive. He can't defend against 5. Sorry, and what could go down, but yeah, easy third. An easy last push for Übersexuals there. As I don't know who they caught out. I'm pretty sure they caught someone out in bottom left when they pushed in with the Uber. And then they rotated straight over to main to catch someone else out as well.
They got TOB straight away, yeah. So now I'm going to watch a classic Numlock rollout. Not actually too bad a speed. Going to go in a defensive balcony again. Going to try and get those early stickies on, but CPLAY are not going in that direction. They're going to go for a shithouse push. Here comes the double soldier bomb. Nox gets launched straight in the air and absolutely smashed in right there. Down he goes. Kratos will claim the frag. But it's still a really messy fight. Feeling will clean up one, but they're surrounded right now in the worst possible place for the enemy train. Feeling's going to get so much pressure on him. Cuba's in a lot of trouble as well. Stranded on 76 health. Feeling's trapped there. Cuba's going to try and go for slices. He really can't do a lot, though. He's going to get one. Can't pop in time, though. He's actually going to kill Merlin. He just goes for the kill. He goes with a second slice, takes the medic. Brave play from Cuba. And it's going to be a completely heelless fight over CP2 now. And Mike's just getting pistoled down and spammed out. And this is certainly going to prevent any instant aggression from Übersexuals.
Yeah, that was... I mean, that's the right play to make there, but no one would ever make that because you want to try and put Uber and get out alive. But you're not getting out alive.
The right
you might as well
play,
kill the medic.
Yeah, because Feeling was on 50 HP in shithouse, like he was going to get picked off any second there, really. And now we're going to see a crit switch up, which should give Cuba a small window of opportunity to have crits before Merlin is fully charged. So it's going to be up to Blub to hit the sort of sniper sticky shot straight onto Merlin and prevent him ever getting Uber. But the building is sloppy. They're not on crits as well, are they? They didn't have the same idea.
Yeah,
it's double crits. That's why there's no one's. It's going to be a double crits right now. But it looks like they're going to try and go through house with it. They're going to crit Scully, though. There's a bad crits from CPLAY. They get Mike. They don't get a lot else, though. There's a crits going on choke from Numlocked. Luckily, Numlocked is doing even worse on the crits, though.
That was
and actually
terrible.
ends in 2 pick. Yeah. Just a bit of a weird one where both teams pushed at the same time and pushed in opposite direction. And now CPLAY are going to use these 2 picks to go into mid, and there's not really a lot Übersexuals can say about it right now. And obviously we're going to find ourselves in a pretty much a very similar situation. Both teams having crits at the same time.
I think it all comes down to where they're going to push. Cuba's actually got a 10% advantage, and if they go quickly, that could mean all the difference. There is going to be a huge amount of spam. They're just rushing in already. Cuba's only on 8%. DOB is going to get caught out, but maybe thought his team was going to back him up there, but they weren't quite ready. Maybe 5 seconds, and they could have made that play with DOB rushing in. But it's not going to be enough.
I don't know what they want to do with this crits. They need to go now. Here it comes. Soldier's
going to be a
bomb
soldier
Chris
bomb.
is going to go in. Numlock decks first, though, and that's going to win it for him. Feeling's going to spam some crit rockets up, though. I don't think he's going to be able to hit anything with it, though. Soldiers come flying in, but Numlock has a crit sticky left over, ready for him. And now we're going to get pressured in Valley. Cuba's not going to... Just gets out. The shutter does go down. Feeling's going to clean up once out. He's in a sort of awful reload cycle right now. Really difficult to fight scouts in that situation. And they've really been stuffed back into forward respawn right now.
They're gonna have to get back. They can't fight their way through that small choke point against Numlock's high ground spam.
Yeah, they're trying to though. They want to try and fight it. I think they've got both scouts coming from balcony right now. They're going to challenge it as my voice breaks. And they're actually doing a really good job of it right now. They forced them all the way out. Merlin will survive. And again, we find ourselves in this coming up to this crits v crit situation. So far, it's gone sort of 1 for CPLAY or 1 for Übersexual. So
now really good team play from CPLAY.
Here comes Bub. He gets Kyler. He doesn't get a lot else. He forces Numlock down, and Nox can only trade with Heat. Blub's going to get another kill as well. There's 1 soldier in house, but he's going to get finished off surely down on 3 HP. Profix is going to clean that one up. Meanwhile, Blub tried to go forward to challenge Mike. He's forced Mike back to respawn. CPLAY starts to make a bit of a fight of it as we reach nearly the 10-minute mark. And obviously, with that death of Merlin, we're going to see a big old crits advantage for Cuba. The only thing that's going against him is Übersexuals are well and truly aware of this crits advantage, so might well just choose to play sort of a hyper-aggressive style just to try and DM it, since no one can save themselves from vulnerability. But we are hitting the crits time right now. It looks like it's going to be for shithouse. Going on Merlin though. Merlin's down on 20 HP. We're going to try and swap it, and Feeling and Cuba do not really get enough done with this crits. We're going to try and power through anyway. Merlin gets the health back and goes down to low HP. Lots of low HP players all over the place right now. Blub's going to try and hit some stuff, but he can't hit a lot, and slowly but surely Übersexuals are cleaning all of these up. And they keep a lot of people alive, but Profix comes in right at the end to steal Merlin's life away from him, and will even get out before the soldier can chase him. But I don't think this will put Übersexuals off pushing mid. In fact, I believe Kyler's already on there.
Yeah, this is just some really, really messy fights coming out from both teams. Übersexuals, they're less messy, but they're still pretty... they're still like a 13-year-old boy's bedroom, I would say, level of mess. And
wow, they're coming in away here.
Übersexuals from last season wouldn't have done that, but I mean, I'm putting it down to the fact that they've swapped their callers around. You know, they've got a demo who hasn't really played the game for about a year and a half, so just some sort of beginning of the season jitters. I would put it down to. Yeah. But CPLAY
mistake of his own though right there, and just overextends completely by himself, gets picked off, and that's going to really force him back. And I believe they have another crit. Looks like it's going to be a feeling crits again, but they're already 2 down. He's going to crits 1. He's trying to go in for shotgun. Merlin is dodging this expert Evo, making an absolute fool of feeling. Doesn't take any more than 50-60 damage. Cuba takes a lot of pistol spam. Nice work from Merlin, and he's earned his team a pretty comfortable push into CP2 right now, even without Uber. And it looks like they're going balcony. Soldier's going to come out, going to get all over Blub. Soldier's going to chase Blub all the way to resupply as well. Will finish him off. Meanwhile, Kyler and Numlocked have devastated everyone else that was trying to get out of mid, and we're down to just Feeling and Profix left.
Do have another pause. Yeah,
another pause. Yeah, I feel like it was such a... I feel like Feeling was trying too hard to kill Merlin on that. Like, he has crits. Merlin is on, what, 30-40%? Just reel off other frags. If you kill 2 or 3, even 2 other people with that crits, like, the push is won anyway. Like, Merlin can't... he can't do anything, like, with his 40%. They'll have an Uber on last. That's a lot easier to work with.
Well, the thing is, he came around that corner. Merlin and a scout are on launch pads. Haunter, sorry. And there's sort of, like, no one else really for him to shoot. I think there was a soldier on Spire and the demo was really far back. So he wasn't going to hit either of those 2. I think he sort of had to go for Merlin there because he was the closest target. And sort of the only one he was going to be in any good chance of hitting. It was just, like, good positioning from Übersexuals to, like, really split themselves up. They knew the crits was going to come in. They'd heard the call from Cuba, and they knew he had a huge advantage anyway. So I think, you know, Feelings, like, what does he do? Does he go Fennec and try and get the scout as well? Who's the scout who's disappearing off into house as he comes around the corner?
The scout was only 10 HP though as well. Like, he was just like literally like 2 more good rockets, and that push would have been fine. Maybe a bit quicker support as well, because Feeling and Cuba really committed to it, when maybe they didn't have to. Like, they really just went balls deep with it when they could have just, you know, spammed it back. Even if you don't kill everyone, if you force them all back into resupply, you've gained a load of positioning for it. And Merlin, they don't have anything to counter it either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do in that situation if I was Feeling that. I'm going to unpause. It is going to be a middle cap for the Übersexuals of blue, and oh, pardon me, and they're already looking to push forward. Numlocked and Samsy already getting aggressive onto that Spire. There's not really anyone to defend here. Maybe a scout just sort of pushing a little bit of pistol spam onto them, and he does force them back because Nox died over in house, I think. And CPLAY gets some respawns up. They're holding close once again to choke. Is this the play? There is going to be another pause. Like, that wasn't like a short pause to let someone back in. That was a proper unpause.
My STV has crashed as well.
Still good. It hasn't got the little red text in the corner. Guessing it's just a pause. On 24% with the Medigan, Cuba on 34% with the Crits Krieg, so I have maybe a 20-30% advantage as they push around this corner. Do you think this Crits Krieg is working out for them at the moment? I mean, it worked initially when they were both on crits, but now it just seems to be falling a little flat.
Yes. Like, I think it is. I think in the straight-up Uber fights so far, they've come up short pretty consistently. So they need to try something different, and they are executing the crits. I don't know, like, probably only with like 50% success rate, but that's 50% better off than where they were really when they were only getting like 1 in 8 pushes or something like that. Whether it'll be enough to take a round, we'll have to see. But I think it's getting pretty close, you know. It's interesting to see that they keep leading with the Feeling crits instead of the Blub crits, except for that one time. At one time they led with Blub, it went really well, so I don't know if it's just poor timing, that Blub happens to be down when they want to push with advantage, or such, but I think if they give Blub more of a crit, we'll be able to see even more success.
Maybe they're just trying to catch out the Übersexuals round the corner.
It's difficult on Badlands because of the terrain.
As a medic, yeah, I suppose. As a medic, I prefer to crit soldiers around sort of like tight corners where the enemy sort of might be right there in front of me. Whereas with long crits, I prefer to use the demo. I mean, it really depends where Übersexuals are holding.
Yeah, it's just going down onto that slope. It's not always the easiest to hit consistent damage. So my STV is still refusing to connect. That's not.
I'm still in it, but we're still completely paused.
And we'll see if I can check out some game info. Kratos is not in game. Maybe that's an issue.
Definitely be an issue. Did spend a lot of time getting a server for this. Maybe people are having internet problems.
I presume so. Hold on, I've got pro fixes up.
We are on pause. Things might be happening again. There is going to be a push in from CPLAY, or no, just pressure in through choke. Actually, there's going to be a scout going super deep. Kratos is going to get completely destroyed as he tries to push in, but DOB comes in from behind and does pick off Marilyn, and we repause immediately. Okay. So, interesting play from CPLAY. They pushed in, sacrificed Kratos, while DOB came from behind and picked up Marilyn. In fact, I don't even know where he is. Where Marilyn was. Are you back in, or what is happening?
It's refusing to reconnect. Sim, do you have a relay?
Sim, are you in? This would be really confusing for the viewers if you're not in. Okay.
Okay, Sim was going to try and set me up a relay to save the day. Where are we at? We're about 8 minutes left, is that correct?
I haven't a clue. It says 7 minutes on the timer, but that is continuing to count
Ticking
down.
So yeah, so probably about 8 then. You're a god, Sim. Thank you. I will be back in shortly, presume. Is it still paused?
Yeah, we're still paused.
Oh, why don't we connect for a bit then? This looks much more promising though, from my personal end at connecting to an STV. That's going well. Since we've got some more downtime again, let's plug the fundraiser for obviously the prize money at the end of the season. Not just for the Prem games we are watching, but for everybody. Hopefully someone will do me a favour and link in the chat, because I can't be bothered to log in right now. As I'm getting Steam messages, I don't know if it's related to the thing.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to plug the other thing that's happening tonight over on TFTV1. It's going to be the finals of the Archimedes Cup. I know you all want to stay here and listen to us talk about ETF2L seasons, but if...
And pauses.
Yeah, and pauses. I mean, we're not doing anything interesting right now. It's good. So go over and head over there, listen to Admirable and Sideshow casting the match between Jai Chapman and... I can't remember the name of the Swedish team that is playing...
Sprinkler Kids.
Sprinkler Kids, thank you very much. Of course, CommanderX here, hot off his third place finish in the lower, what was it, the third place decider game.
Bronze medal, yeah. Bronze medal game.
Caught the end of that.
Info, that's the normal word people use, from Numlocked. Servers getting DDoSed, so they're pausing basically. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left.
That's not particularly good. I can't help but feel it's our fault for being on the STV rather than the relay.
Nah, sure,
probably not. It's probably not, but I'm gonna switch just in case.
I'm on the relay now anyway.
There's not a lot we can do about this. Hopefully this will be resolved soon, and hopefully whoever's doing it is going to stop being a dick.
Hold on, bear with me. I'm going to send you an IP that they have now used. Okay, they are changing server. That's what is happening. So I'm going to get the info to you, Sim. Bum bum bum. There we go. So we should be... Okay, so we should be good. So what's happened, just to keep everyone else informed, obviously due to the DDoSing, we are going to swap servers, and they're going to start with 6 minutes 30 left on the clock. Sorry, I had to type Sam. Yeah, 6 minutes 30 left on the clock, and on the last I believe. Yeah. Yeah, 6 minutes, 30 seconds left, and Übersexuals are on CPLAY's last. So when we go live again, it will be equal Ubers basically, and CPLAY will let Übersexuals cap 2 points, and we should be roughly where we are again.
It was 3-0, wasn't it? Are they gonna?
Yeah, they're just gonna keep going from that for the last 6 minutes. Sim, is that all the details you need just to confirm? Talk to me, Sim. Yes. Cool. Cool. We're going to set up a relay. We're going to get back in. I'm going to give them the all clear, and we should be golden.
Okay, so we'll link the relay. Are we going to link the relay or are we not? Relay should be fine. That will be in Twitch chat soon enough, and I mean, we shouldn't be too long, so I'm gonna assume you've told them that we're ready to go. CX, or are they just not gonna wait?
I'll tell them. It shouldn't take Sim long. I am enjoying chat's eruption with the the theory crafting for who is DDoS in the server. Ips, War,
Zebasai,
probably Mangachu. I like that one.
In return for what happened in the Nations Cup last summer.
Cool, they should be going live soon. I am on the thing. Cool. I've told them to go live, so we should be back live with actual TF2 action very shortly. And hopefully pause free afterwards. So, obviously when this game starts again, 3-0 right now to Übersexuals, and Übersexuals will be on CPLAY's last. Obviously we'll have to go through the charade of letting them cap it, etc. You know, letting Übersexuals cap middle and spire. Just let it be where it is, and it will be even Uber. Presumably, we're interested to see whether CPLAY want to go for crits on the when it is going to be, because it is going to be equal. But they've been sticking with it for a while, so we'll see. Yeah, we should be live very shortly. Everyone's taken the appropriate precautions, gone offline. Profix asked in chat if they can replay entirely. So, obviously, after this as well, we are going to go to CP Process, which again has options if Cuba wants to just run crits 24/7. Also, Kratos sent out one shot on Sniper. Process lends itself a little bit more to Sniper. Maybe he fancies his chances, see if he's got the consistency. But we'll see. There we go, I've heard some readies up now. Now we're going to be getting to the crunch of it.
When I see Process, I always want to see snipers. So, I mean, Kratos, the only one who's gone sniper so far, the only one who's got anything done with it as well. So, might be interested to see if they can get a couple of rounds off the back of that. Yeah, it's just going to be getting ready. Going to be capping mid for Sexuals, and CPLAY just sitting back on last, building that over. They've actually got a sentry set up, so devious shenanigans coming from them right now, although, I mean, it's completely allowed. So, it's going to be a strong defense from CPLAY, as no other off-classes, no sniper, no heavy or anything, just looking to run that engineer with that level 3 in the top right-hand side, waiting for Cuba to get... It is an Uber, so they're not going to switch onto the crits at the last second.
No. Yeah, both teams building Uber, they're both going to have it, and we're going to see a pretty standard last hold. Obviously that sentry is going to be a bit of a curveball, but I'm sure it won't put Übersexuals off too much. I think they even just noticed it was there as well.
Oh!
I think Samsy ran in.
And then they have fun in chat immediately after Samsy gets sticky trapped down, and CPLAY are actually looking to get aggressive.
Push it as well.
Yeah,
Numlock's going to get dropped really from this Uber. Nice from Feeling so far. Pretty confident Ubers from him. He's even going to chase this down into the lobby. Confident play from Feeling, but he has got 2 people behind him. He should probably turn around and kill those 2 people in main. Instead, he's going to risk them getting overwhelmed at last. And I think that is what might happen. There is Kratos going back to help the engineers there as well. They've committed a lot of people back to helping with this, and maybe too many because the fight is divided right now, and this has allowed Übersexuals to hold on to CP2. Frags are being traded. Soldier's going to try and go on to Numlock, but he's getting pretty separated. Here comes Feeling. It looks like he's making a play for Numlock still as well. They've really not done that much damage to Numlock. Finally, Feeling takes him down. He's got the shotgun out, close range from Merlin. Not a lot of ammo. I think Merlin got a slice in all of that. He has. He's got a big advantage. But now the Soldier's capping Spire, and they might be able to recap the Übersexuals with that slice that Merlin got. But it's going to be a tough one, but we do have two people behind right now, and Cuba's going to get absolutely destroyed by this Soldier from behind. Mike arrives at the worst possible time for Cuba, takes him down quickly, and will leave again. Going to get an arrow from Merlin shortly, and this push is looking pretty comfortable, but they are not getting the cap time until right now. Kyler finds a way to die. But they just need to slow it down right now, keep hold of it, and hold on to this Uber to go to last with.
Yeah, there is only 4.5 minutes left. There is only 4.5 minutes left, so CPLAY want to get, you know, I mean, I still think there's just enough time for them to win, but they've got to just be really super aggressive and push forward. There is going to be an Uber coming out of main from Übersexuals, running straight into the heavy from Profix, but he's going to get bursted down really quickly by Numlock and Nox, and, I mean, it's looking good. Übersexuals do lose too. Merlin taking a little bit of spam damage in main, but both scouts are up top with him now. Kratos runs into both of them and gets completely bursted down by Kyler for fun and Samsy's meat shots. Although Samsy does get taken down. Now Merlin on the Grey Bridge with Numlocked. An aggressive hold here from him. He does meet up with one of his soldiers, and now the other one coming in as well. So Übersexuals hold on to the second point. CPLAY not going to be able to push out just yet.
I'm really enjoying the way CPLAY are playing this sort of nice long solo Ubers on the Soldier. They're playing aggressively, they're making use of their advantages. They're not always doing as much damage as they maybe want to. Nice work right there from Feeling to get down Merlin as well. No escape for him. He's going to hold off the choke. They have quite a few people going. There are people behind. Mike is in a weird kind of place, stranded on the floor right now. And they've actually killed Feeling at choke. Cuba gets a slice, but now he's going to get a scout on him straight away. And they still have a sniper and Demoman coming in from choke, and that Demoman spam is really making this fight unfair for Profix, but he doesn't care. He's going to take down Kyler anyway. And despite the sniper of Samsung, they've held on to this CP2, and with Cuba surviving Samsung as well, big Uber advantage to push back in with. I'll say big, 20%, but at this time of the game, they're just going to go for it. Looks like they're going to take it through house, I imagine, since that's what they've done so far in this game.
Yeah, that will probably be the choice of push for them right now, but I mean they're pushing into the sniper of Samsy. House is definitely the safest option to stop them from having to force it. They are actually going to force early anyway, really far back in House. Samsy gets the pick onto Feeling just as the Uber flash fades off him, and I mean CPLAY are going to get this middle, but it's not going to be enough. The Re-Uber comes back in. They're not even going to get the middle. Cuba gets immediately destroyed by Nox and Kyler teaming up, and Übersexuals, they've got mid, they can push, keep pushing forward. They're going to try and clean up this Soldier of DOB behind them, and they are going to clean it up with a nice pipe from Numlocked. Merlin stays alive, they push straight away onto second. Cuba still down, no danger of a DOB flank as well, as he's still down. Blub gets caught out in house, and now Übersexuals pushing forward really confidently.
Yeah, Blub tried to hit sort of that really nice timing, but they're actually going for a back cap, and that's going to pull everyone back. It's really close. Mike will take him down, but it's just delayed Nox and everyone else moving forward. No cap time on Spire, but they've got another scout, I believe, in position to go for the back cap. It's going to be a one-on-one with Mike. Profix is taking him on. He's got him pretty low. Down to 50. Hits the final shot. He's going to steal the back cap. Samsy's come back, but can't do a lot about it. Profix is going to try and get out, and they have to go all the way back to cap middle. Kyler and Numlocked lose their lives due to the separation as well. They're going to go straight forward as well, pressuring Samsy out of choke. Samsy's going to get pretty low, but might just about survive for now. But here comes the aggression. Going to get straight onto Merlin. Goes for the air shot. Merlin confident it won't hit him. Stays alive. Holds onto Uber. Down to 5 HP. Now he has to pop. The spam from Blub ensures that. There's now a scout behind. And they've capped middle. It's going to be really difficult for them. Nox is going to maybe try and go and make something work, but he's completely isolated right now. He will eventually get picked off by Profix and Feeling. And now we're going to go aggressive on Numlocked and choke. Numlocked gets some nice damage on Profix, but just still powers through and kills him. And now we're going to keep powering onto this sniper. But now Übersexuals want to do the same thing.
Oh.
And I believe we ran out of time.
Yeah, we did. That was... They changed the map before the STV had caught up with the end of the map, but I'm pretty sure that was a 3-0 victory for Übersexuals. Maybe a 4-0, I don't know. Were they pushing on to second there? Or was it...
we're pushing. I'm going to check logs and see, firstly, to see the log, and secondly, see if completed at. They did not complete it. No, it stayed 0-0. Obviously, the logs are going to be divided for this as well. The majority of it, though, happened in the first half. So I'm going to look at. And really, what you see there is Numlock top of the damage, Mike and Nox close behind. The heavies really from CPLAY struggling to get involved in that game as much. But in that sort of last 7 minutes, you saw a much better performance, particularly from Feeling, top damaging, getting a lot more involved, and having some really nice Uber exchanges.
Yeah, Kratos actually top damaging for his team in the first half, which is sort of a little bit worrying for your demo. Those logs and going, where's my damage? What happened? But I don't know. Blub and Kratos, did they switch, or did Kratos switch onto Scout and Blub came in? Actually,
I'm not sure exactly.
Because originally, back in Div 1, CPLAY Scouts were Solid and Provix, and Kratos was demo.
So imagine Blub came in then and Kratos got moved to Scout.
Solid had a hand injury, as far as I know. So he. That's what he told me. He told me he had a hand injury, and not playing, and now he just sort of bans people from cheating. I see his head.
Yeah, so apologies for the swap. But we're looking at the main logs really. There's not a lot to pull from it. It was a pretty comfortable victory in the end. Nothing really stands out, just what you'd expect to see. Obviously, the one thing I guess that is apparent in like the heal difference in how in terms of Feeling getting the bulk of heals for CPLAY, setting up a lot of nice plays compared to Merlin's heals, which are a lot more evenly distributed amongst the Roma and Scouts as well as between Numlocks and Nox. And now we're going to move on to Process.